Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv, and there's a lot to unpack today. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but SouthState Bank, or SouthState Bank, is facing a class action lawsuit, right? Is due to a data breach. And the reason why that's a big deal is because every time something happens in the banking space, that could have an effect in the crypto space, especially when it's a regional bank. You want to know what else is going on in regional space? Republic First Bancorp just went belly up over the weekend. Yesterday, as a matter of fact. The FDIC shut them down, and Pennsylvania regulators have seized the bank. There's another bank that has bought some of their assets already. All this happened over the span of the last 24 to 48 hours. And again, the reason why I bring this up is because when you have regional banking problems, or banking problems in general, that can have an effect on the crypto space. And I've been speaking about this for a while. I brought it up a little while ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, that if you look at regional banks, you can see that they're a little soft. Some of those regional banks are a little soft, and because of the interest rates that are going on right now, they're the ones that actually bear the brunt of the risk. And I think we're seeing that play out right now. SouthState Bank, that's just a major problem. That's just, you had a data breach earlier this year, and it took you a while you knew about the data breach and it took you a while to let the public know. So yeah, there's a class action going on. So if you bank there, I hope you go find out some information about it. If you do, let me know. I'd love to report more on it. Now, we've already spoken about the US Bitcoin spot ETFs. We've already spoken about the Hong Kong Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs that are supposed to either start today or tomorrow. I thought it was tomorrow. I could be wrong. Now, we're also expecting later this year, Australia to launch its own Bitcoin spot ETFs. Again, as you look toward the back half of the year, I see a lot of upside potential. I see adoption growth. I see spot ETFs happening. I see Morgan Stanley even right now preparing to have its 15,000 brokers out there selling Bitcoin spot ETFs. So I think there are a lot of positive macro events that could happen in the later half of the year. Of course, there are also negative macro events like the non-lowering of interest rates in the United States. That could be a big problem, especially if companies have not factored it in yet. I've already factored in that at best we'll see one. At best, I think we'll just see one rate. Something else that that's going on is with Bitcoin spot ETFs and with Bitcoin prices and Ethereum prices going down. We'll show you the numbers later, but you can see those numbers going down. And why are they going down? Well, we got horrific economic data last week. That's why. Right now, the Dow is going to open up basically flat or unchanged, as they say. When I look at everything, I sit back and I just kind of go, these are opportunities that might not pop up again. Now, could we see something lower than 60? Like say mid 50s possibly? Possible. Very possible. But I would say that right now that's going to be affected. That could be affected by what goes on when Hong Kong launches its spot ETFs, right? Because if there are enough numbers there, that could actually make a difference and kind of soften the blow. But either way, I'm looking at opportunities for me to get in, right? Because everything's lower. The other day, I went on a major selling spree. It just felt funny. I was just sitting down and I said, you know what, this particular wallet that I use, I'm gonna liquidate. And so I did. And then immediately after that, and I'm not saying I foresaw anything because I don't feel like I did. It just so happens that immediately after that, we saw the market decline. So I got lucky. I was able to shave some profits, didn't take a loss on anything. Everything's moving lower. Now, here's what's really cool. When I sold, it was above, it was still in profit territory for me. Right now, where everything is almost where I bought in right? For that particular set of wallets. So that to me is a good thing. So I pay attention to, I keep telling you guys, I have multiple wallets and I do different things with different wallets at different times. And I pay attention to what I use that wallet for, so that if I'm using this as a trading wallet, it's trading. Everything's up for grabs. If I'm using it as a holding wallet, I don't even think about it after that. I only think strategically for those sets of wallets. But on trading wallets, my eyes are always open. I'm using those wallets as something that's a little bit more liquid, so that I can invest, I can, remove, add, and invest in different places. Those are for quick moves for me. So I put them in quick move wallets. I already have the path for purchasing, the path for, selling. Like, I know all that already. So if I need to move quickly, I can. Just a hint, just a little tip. Hopefully you guys do the same and have, ways, know how you can get in, know how you can get out. Now, JPMorgan CEO is saying, listen, he's looking at economic data and he's thinking, yeah, things are not looking good through 2025. Now, I want you to remember that just a few months ago, he called it. He said we should be lowering rates anytime soon. And it's because of the economic data that he was seeing then. And guess what? We're in a position where if we lower the rates, it's a bad thing. If we raise the rates, it's a bad thing. If we do nothing with the rates, it's a bad thing. Jay Powell is in a horrible position. Horrible. I would not wish that on anybody. Here's a PSA for you guys. I want you to pay attention to whatever you do if you're using LinkedIn. Right now, I believe Lazarus Group is eyeballing people on LinkedIn that are looking to invest in blockchain technologies. So be wary of anything that you click. Be wary of anything that you interact with. All right? Now, on the heels of all of these companies, of two companies, Tornado Cash is catching it from the U.S. government, Samurai Wallet's catching it from the U.S. government, and now you have Wasabi Wallet has immediately shut down usage of their platform by U.S. citizens or people in the U.S. You're done. Shut down. If you try to get there from a U.S. IP address, you're not. There's a fat notice that pops up that says, hey, you're from the United States. Can't do that. Done. Done. Now, if you have ID that says that you're a U.S. citizen, well, again, they're going to shut you down. So you've got to have different ID, come from a different country, not using a U.S. IP address. Do you hear what I'm telling you? I hope you do. So be careful out there. And again, the FBI is saying, listen, if you're using some of these privacy services that are out there, you should be paying attention to what you're doing, because they are cracking down seriously. Seriously. So be mindful of what's going on out there. Be very, very mindful. All right. But if you look at everything that's going on, you're looking at a whole bunch of stuff that can affect your bag. And, when you're looking at, prices going down right now, you've got to make a decision on whether or not you're going to buy more, whether you're going to, I'm just keeping my DCA going on because I want to wait and see if it's going to dip more. If it dips more, then I'm going to get in with, more money. And that would be my dry powder that I'd be getting in with. So pay attention to the numbers out there, understand how your money moves, and start to make decisions based on how it can affect your wallet, because I don't know when it's going to go up again, right? And I think that's what gets me about people is that, everybody's a rock star when the market's going up. Everybody's a rock star when the market's going up. But how many of those people are talking to you about what happens when the market comes down, how to prepare for it when it comes down? Are they sharing information with you that's going to make you stop and go, oh, if the market does go down, am I getting in? Where am I holding my money? How am I holding my money? I need to be paying attention. If I'm in on a risky investment, whether it be stocks, options, bonds, crypto, a business venture, whatever it is, understand also your timing of when you're going to need that money, right? One of the reasons why I was so lucky is because my son said, hey, I need to do something. Can you help me out for a little bit? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I had a set of wallets that I said, oh yeah, this is what this is for. And it just so happens that it was the perfect timing when my son asked me again. Another time that my son has, helped his dear old dad. And that's what I pay attention to, is all of those different things that help me understand what could happen to the positive, what could happen to the negative, and how I can prepare for that. So I don't panic when things go down, right? Because I remember that was just a little while ago that we were in the teens, and then the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, even hitting 73, 750 as a new all-time high. Short-lived, but we also didn't crash that far down. So those are all the things. That's how I look at everything. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. Let me put my notes away. All right. So I just refreshed this about 5 minutes ago so we can actually see who is, and I know I'm supposed to prepare this so that you guys can use it and, track all your stuff and all that good stuff. I know. It's just been mad busy. But something else that I wanted to key in on is, have you been looking at the meme coins lately? Meme coins seem to only do well when the market is genuinely doing well, or generally doing well, right? So the market is not doing well right now. So where are the memes? Memes are down. So pay attention to what you're doing with your memes. And look at Brett. Brett just came out. It's down 53% from its all-time high. And right now, over the past 24 hours, already down 17%. That one's brand new. Let me see if I see anybody else. I don't pay attention to that one. I don't pay attention to that one. DGen base is down 8%. Gala is down 8%. I'm surprised that it's actually down 8%. BitTensor is down 8%. Pendle is down 7%. On the other side, do we see any upside? Not really. Upside stops right here. Waves is up 15%, not something I touch. Helium is up, 15%. Those are outliers because look at everybody else. Those are outliers. So they've got their own news that are driving them up. So again, go pay attention to what's going on out there and make your decisions. Looking at the big board, what kind of news we have coming up this week? We have the employment cost index, the consumer confidence numbers, ADP employment numbers, the trade deficit numbers, and then U.S. unemployment report on Friday. Already, like I said, you're seeing that people are not spending as much. That whole idea in the United States about trickle down, yeah, that ain't happening. People are saving. They know something's coming, so they're saving now. They're not trying to spend as much. And I think that's what Jamie Dimon was talking about a few months ago. So, that's when I started paying attention to it. It's kind of like, well, as long as he's not talking about crypto, I actually like what the guy has to say. He's very smart. So I started paying attention to that. I'm like, yeah, people are not spending as much. You don't see them spending on things the way they used to. They're not buying as much stuff. They're trying to save. So if you're in that save mode, you should also be thinking about investment and thinking about your timeline, your time frame for investment. DeFi Llama, 113.87 billion in total value locked. Also, as I keep saying, don't just pay attention to the big number of total value locked. Look at where it's being locked. All right. On the big board, if it pops up, there you go. You can see, wow. I do not know what this one is. I have no idea what this is. LA token, I have no idea what this is. Wow, that's no way. It's brand new. That's why. Yeah, I don't care. It's been alive for like 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't care. Let's see. Arweave, Ethereum, BTC, everything is down majorly. 62,457 for Bitcoin. Ethereum's down 3,177. These are things that this, to me, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, is this an opportunity for me? Last week, Solana hit 131 during that dip. So I'm looking at that 135. Had I kept that particular bag, I still have Solana, but if I kept that particular wallet, I would still be up. It's just that I was up more when I sold. Cardano's down, but Cardano's got big news. Cardano's about to have big news because of Charles Hoskinson and the game release and all that other good stuff. So when I look at this from a big perspective, I'm thinking there are opportunities to buy. When I look at, Dog with Hat and all these other meme coins, I'm not touching them. I think they're on the swing down. So I'm not touching them right now. I'm going to wait. I mean, just look at all the red that's around here. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait. My normal DCA, and then I'll wait for the rest. And you can see everything's down. Excuse me, or just about everything is down. Yeah, everything is swimming in red right now. Even Doge, I'm doing all right, but I'm glad I got out with that particular wallet. Somebody asked me about Near last night, up 81% for the year to date. And then if you look at them right now, for the past 24 hours, down 6%. But still, outpacing Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is why I tell you guys, when you're looking at coins, look to see what it's doing in its particular sector, meaning are there other coins in this space doing the same thing? And then compare them to the big coins that are out there, which is performing more. Because sometimes what you can do is you can use that arbitrage to flip one coin to another and really start making some money, almost like a Forex play. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. If you like what I'm doing, do me a favor, hit the like, send me a super, join the family, join the community, because we're all helping each other get better. And if you have a chance, go ahead and go out, buy the book. It's got all the guidelines that you could possibly want to set up your foundational knowledge about what crypto is and how it works. Anyway, this is a good one. I hope you have a good one. This is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag TV. Bye-bye.